Brian Pitts. Justice Jesus.
Thank you very much. Brian Pitts, Justice Jesus to the body. I'd like to deal with 3 issues on reform. Florida legislature must deal with ethics reform. As you know, the statewide grand jury had brought before you, now you have 2 reports. Well, Senate Bill 2088 came before the Senate, almost was done, but the House didn't make a move. So again, it'd probably be good to look at that bill and a sponsor go ahead and bring that up and tackle that. As you know, 11.13 Florida statute needs a correction of your true salaries. Right now it says $18,000. It should be $29,000, and for leadership, I think something like $43,000 or $41,000. Also, your powers and duties need to be cited in that, because again, the Constitution makes very clear your powers and duties need to be as fixed by law with salaries. So that statute would be good to be changed. The resolution should be made to abolish the Florida Judicial Qualifications Commission and transfer all its duties into the Commission on Ethics. I think that would be a good balance where you would have check over the judiciary, because really you don't have a check. That JQC pretty much operates on their own. As you may know, 2008 Committee on Courts did a review interim report and found that JQC was not at all doing what they were supposed to. Nevertheless, they did get cold feet and did not move with a proposal. Another issue, criminal justice reform. I would advise you to really deal with not only just DOC in the prisons, but you have to deal with the jails. What will end up happening, you end up sticking the jails with now the problems. Yeah, you may have thought you could tackle recidivism, but all the judge has to do is enter consecutive sentences in the county jail. So now at 5 years, 10 years, whatever, just right in there now, I don't send you to DOC, I sent you to now consecutive sentences in the county jail. Florida Statute 950 and 951 deals with the criminal components of what the county government is supposed to do. Those statutes have not been dealt with for years. I think you may need to look at both of that, the state and county, a holistic approach of the criminal justice reform, or you're going to end up shooting yourselves in the foot. That includes juvenile issues, because now, as you know, you're now going to begin to house juveniles in the jails. But again, that's on county level. As you know, the Sheriff's Association is making new model standards as existing jails have regular model standards. As you know, many stories from the Atlanta Sentinel has found that the model jail standards are not even really being followed in most jails. So again, as you can see, it's going to have to be a holistic approach. You can't, the DOC prison thing is just not, you're going to end up causing, as you say, unintended consequences. It's going to exist. Another issue is sexual predators and sexual offenders. Something has to be done eventually. They cannot be indefinitely held in jail, or every time you catch them, they be placed in jail. Okay, some solution has to really be found to rehabilitate them. And lastly, I'll state on the issue of the mental health, substance abuse, and drug issues. A serious, legitimate, and uniform policy needs to be made for that to cover it statewide. Thank you very much. Good day.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pitts.